Today we'll dive into the world of money mishaps and explore the mistakes that even the smartest people make. From investing missteps to everyday spending traps, we'll uncover the common errors that could be costing you more than you realize. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to sidestep these common blunders and confidently strut your stuff on the path to financial success. Let's dive in. 1. Skipping financial education. Picture this. You're a smart guy, acing exams and solving complex problems like a pro. But when it comes to personal finance, you think, "I've got this," and skip the learning part. Big mistake, my friend. Just like any other skill, managing money like a boss takes knowledge and practice. Even the most intelligent folks can miss out on crucial financial lessons if they assume they already know enough. It's like trying to bake a cake without reading the recipe. You might end up with a crumbly mess. So don't let your smarts fool you into thinking you can wing it when it comes to your finances. Take the time to educate yourself, whether it's through books, podcasts, or even chatting with financially savvy friends. Trust me, your future self will thank you for investing in your financial education today. 2. Focusing only on saving and not earning more. Okay, so you've mastered the art of saving money like a pro. You clip coupons, shop sales, and pinch pennies like it's your job. But wait, have you ever considered that there might be more to financial success than just saving? Don't get me wrong, saving is essential, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. Focusing solely on cutting expenses can only take you so far. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with a slow trickle of water. It'll take forever. That's where the power of earning more comes in. By exploring ways to increase your income, you can supercharge your savings and reach your financial goals faster. Whether it's taking on a side hustle, negotiating a raise, or investing in your skills to land a higher-paying job, there are plenty of ways to boost your earnings. So, don't limit yourself to just saving. Embrace the power of earning more and watch your wealth grow. 3. Ignoring the importance of an emergency fund. Picture this. You're cruising through life, feeling financially savvy and in control. But then, out of nowhere, your car breaks down, or an unexpected medical bill lands in your mailbox. Panic sets in as you realize you don't have the cash to cover these surprises. Well, my friend, that's where an emergency fund comes in to save the day. Even the smartest people sometimes overlook this financial safety net, thinking they can handle whatever life throws their way. But let me tell you, having a cushion of cash set aside for those oh no moments can be a real lifesaver. It's like having a superhero in your bank account, ready to swoop in and save you from financial distress. So, don't be like those financially savvy individuals who neglect their emergency funds. Make sure you have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses stashed away. Trust me, when life throws you a curveball, you'll be glad you have that financial security blanket to fall back on. 4. Falling for lifestyle creep. You know how it goes. You get a raise, and suddenly that fancy coffee maker or designer handbag seems like a totally reasonable purchase. Welcome to the world of lifestyle creep, my friend. It's a sneaky little phenomenon where your spending habits slowly inch up as your income increases, leaving your savings goals in the dust. Even the most financially savvy individuals can fall victim to this creep, thinking they deserve to treat themselves for their hard work. But beware, because before you know it, your expenses have crept up so high that your bank account is left wondering where all the money went. To avoid this trap, it's essential to be mindful of your spending and prioritize your savings, no matter how much your income grows. Set clear financial goals and stick to them, even as your paycheck gets bigger. That way, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor without compromising your long-term financial health. Remember, just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. 5. Overconfidence in financial decision-making. You might think your intelligence and savvy decision-making skills make you immune to financial blunders, but hold on a sec. Overconfidence can be a real blind spot when it comes to money matters. It's like thinking you're the superhero of the stock market, able to predict trends and pick winners with ease. But the truth is, even the most brilliant minds can fall prey to risky financial behaviors when they let their egos take the wheel. They might take on too much risk, neglect to diversify their investments, or make impulsive decisions based on a false sense of invincibility. And the results? Well, let's just say they're not pretty. To avoid letting your confidence get the best of you, it's crucial to maintain a healthy dose of humility and seek out the wisdom of others. Remember, even the smartest people can benefit from a second opinion or expert advice when it comes to their finances. So, Go ahead and strut your stuff, but keep that overconfidence in check. Your bank account will thank you. 6. Relying on past performance to predict future results. You know what they say about hindsight. It's always 20/20, but when it comes to investing, relying too heavily on the past to predict the future can be a recipe for disaster. It's like thinking that just because you won big at the casino last week, you're guaranteed to hit the jackpot again. Not so fast, my friend. Even the most intelligent investors can fall into the trap of expecting history to repeat itself in the stock market. They might chase after the hottest stocks or funds based on their past performance, thinking they've found the secret to success. But here's the thing. The market is a fickle beast, and what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and blindly following historical trends can lead you down a risky path. Instead, smart investors know to do their due diligence, diversify their portfolios, and stay focused on their long-term goals. They understand that the key to success is adapting to changing market conditions and making informed decisions based on current realities, not just relying on the past. So, don't let the allure of yesterday's winners cloud your judgment. Stay sharp and focused on the future. 7. Emotional spending. Picture this. You've had a rough day at work, and suddenly, that shiny new gadget or designer outfit seems like the perfect cure for your blues. But wait, before you whip out your wallet, let's talk about emotional spending. It's a trap that even the most logical minds can fall into when their emotions are running high. When we're feeling stressed, sad, or even celebratory, our brains can trick us into thinking that a little retail therapy is just what the doctor ordered. But the problem is, those purchases are often driven by fleeting emotions rather than real needs or budgetary considerations. And before you know it, you've blown your budget on impulse buys that you might regret later. To avoid falling victim to emotional spending, it's important to take a step back and ask yourself if you really need or want the item, or if you're just trying to fill an emotional void. Develop strategies to cope with negative emotions that don't involve spending, like talking to a friend or going for a walk. And when you do make a purchase, make sure it aligns with your values and financial goals. Remember, no amount of stuff can buy lasting happiness. That comes from within. 8. Neglecting retirement savings early in career. Attention all you young and talented go-getters out there. I know you're busy climbing the corporate ladder and making a name for yourself, but don't forget about your future self in the process. One of the biggest mistakes even the smartest professionals make is neglecting their retirement savings early in their careers. It's easy to think, I've got plenty of time to save later. But here's the thing, the power of compound interest is a force to be reckoned with, and the earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow. Let's say you start saving $200 a month at age 25 versus age 35. By the time you retire at 65, that extra 10 years of savings could mean the difference between a modest nest egg and a plush retirement cushion. So, don't let the temptation to spend your hard-earned cash on fancy dinners and shiny toys overshadow the importance of investing in your future. Make retirement savings a priority from day one, even if it means starting small. Trust me, your future self will thank you for the sacrifice when you're sipping margaritas on a beach somewhere, living your best retired life. 9. Chasing high returns without understanding risk. I know the allure of high returns can be hard to resist, but don't let those flashy numbers blind you to the potential risks involved. It's like chasing a shiny object off a cliff. The view might be spectacular, but the landing could be rough. Even the smartest investors can fall into the trap of pursuing big gains without fully understanding the risks they're taking on. They might put all their eggs in one basket, investing heavily in a single stock or sector that promises sky-high returns. But what goes up must come down, and when the market takes a tumble, those high-flying investments can come crashing back to earth, leaving your portfolio in shambles. To avoid this pitfall, it's crucial to educate yourself on the relationship between risk and reward. Generally, the higher the potential return, the greater the risk involved. Smart investors know to diversify their portfolios, spreading their money across different asset classes and industries to mitigate potential losses. They also take the time to understand the investments they're making, weighing the pros and cons before diving in. So, don't let the siren song of high returns lure you into dangerous waters. Be smart, do your homework, and invest wisely. 10. Investing in what you don't understand. Just because you're smart doesn't mean you're immune to making financial blunders, especially when it comes to investing. One of the biggest mistakes even the brightest minds can make is investing in complex financial products they don't fully understand. It's like trying to navigate a foreign city without a map. You might stumble upon some hidden gems, but you're more likely to get lost and end up in a sketchy alleyway. When it comes to investing, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of what you're putting your money into. But too often, smart people get swept up in the hype of the latest and greatest investment opportunity without taking the time to really dig into the details. They might invest in complex derivatives, foreign exchange markets, or obscure cryptocurrencies, lured by the promise of big returns. But without a solid grasp of how these products work and the risks involved, they're essentially gambling with their hard-earned cash. To avoid falling into this trap, make sure you do your due diligence before investing in anything. Read the fine print, ask questions, and don't be afraid to seek out the advice of a trusted financial professional. Remember, just because something sounds impressive or sophisticated doesn't mean it's a smart investment. Stick to what you know and understand, and your portfolio will thank you in the long run. 11. Impulse buying with credit. We've all been there. You're scrolling through your favorite online store, and suddenly, that shiny new gadget or designer handbag catches your eye. Before you know it, you've clicked Add to Cart and swiped your credit card all in the heat of the moment. But wait, let's pump the brakes on impulse buying, especially when credit is involved. It's a trap that even the smartest shoppers can fall into, and the consequences can be dire. When you make a purchase on credit, it's easy to forget that you're not spending your own money. You're borrowing from your future self, and that debt can quickly snowball into a mountain of high-interest payments that can take years to pay off. And let's be real, those impulse buys rarely bring lasting satisfaction. That rush of excitement you feel when you click purchase is often fleeting, replaced by a nagging sense of buyer's remorse. To avoid falling victim to credit-fueled impulse shopping, try implementing a 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to make a purchase, give yourself a day to think it over. Ask yourself if you really need the item and if it fits within your budget. By giving yourself time to reflect, you can make more intentional, mindful spending decisions that align with your long-term financial goals. Remember, just because you can buy something doesn't mean you should. 12. Falling victim to financial scams. Just because you're smart doesn't mean you're immune to falling for financial scams. In fact, scammers often target intelligent individuals, thinking they have more money to steal. It's a harsh reality, but even the most savvy among us can be duped by a convincing con artist. Picture this. You receive an email from what appears to be your bank, asking you to update your login information. Or maybe you get a call from someone claiming to be from the IRS, demanding immediate payment for back taxes. In the heat of the moment, it can be easy to let your guard down and give away sensitive information or money. But here's the thing. Legitimate organizations will never ask for personal details or payments out of the blue. To protect yourself from financial scams, it's crucial to stay vigilant and informed. Be wary of unsolicited emails, calls, or messages asking for money or personal information. Don't click on suspicious links or attachments, and never give out your social security number, credit card details, or bank login credentials to someone you don't know and trust. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Trust your instincts and do your research before making any financial decisions. And remember, if you do fall victim to a scam, don't be ashamed to report it and seek help. Even the smartest people can be misled, but by staying informed and cautious, you can protect yourself and your hard-earned money from falling into the wrong hands. 13. Believing that more money solves all problems. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more money is the answer to all of life's problems. I mean, who hasn't daydreamed about winning the lottery and living a life of luxury and ease? But here's the thing. While having more money can certainly make life more comfortable, it's not a magic cure-all for every issue. In fact, believing that simply increasing your income will solve all your problems can be a dangerous misconception. Think about it. If you're struggling with financial mismanagement, such as overspending or failing to budget, a bigger paycheck won't necessarily fix those underlying issues. You might just end up with more money to mismanage. And let's not forget the old adage, more money, more problems. Sudden wealth can bring its own set of challenges like increased taxes, complicated investments, and even strained relationships with loved ones. The key to true financial success and happiness lies in developing healthy money habits and a balanced perspective on wealth. Instead of chasing after the next big paycheck, focus on building a solid financial foundation through budgeting, saving, and investing. Cultivate gratitude for what you already have, and prioritize experiences and relationships over material possessions. Remember, money is just a tool. It's how you use it that matters. So, don't fall for the myth that more money is the answer to everything. Instead, focus on developing a healthy, balanced relationship with your finances and watch your wealth grow in more ways than one. 14. Not learning from financial mistakes. Let's get real for a moment. We all make mistakes, especially when it comes to money. But here's the thing, it's not the mistakes themselves that are the problem. It's failing to learn from them that can really hold you back. Picture this. You've just blown your budget on a wild shopping spree or made a risky investment that didn't pan out. It's easy to wallow in regret or beat yourself up for the blunder. But what if, instead of dwelling on the mistake, you used it as an opportunity to grow and improve? By taking the time to reflect on what went wrong and what you could have done differently, you can turn a financial misstep into a valuable lesson. Maybe you'll realize you need to be more mindful of your spending triggers or do more research before investing. Maybe you'll discover that you need to set clearer financial boundaries or seek out the advice of a trusted professional. The point is, by acknowledging your mistakes and committing to learning from them, you can break the cycle of financial mishaps and set yourself up for future success. So, don't be too hard on yourself when you stumble. Just dust yourself off, take note of the lesson, and keep moving forward. Your future financial self will thank you for it. And there you have it. Financial mistakes even the smartest people make. So, what's next for you? Discover the psychological tricks rich people use to stay wealthy, or learn how minimalism can lead to maximal wealth. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.